Play game. Marco. Polo. Marco. Polo. Marco. Marco.
Haley Berry stars in Kidnap, a thriller shot in New Orleans and in theaters right now. This is one of the movies that we're talking about today with NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune movie critic, our movie guru, Mike Scott. So, you like this one?
I did. Did you recognize City Park there?
I did.
That's where the movie starts, in City Park. And the movie tells the story of a woman whose young child is kidnapped. And she realizes that waiting for the police could be trouble for her. She might not ever see her son again. So she gets in the car and gives chase. And so what we get is an hour-and-a-half chase movie where she's going all over the New Orleans metro area. You don't see the postcard areas like the French Quarter and the Superdome, but you see pretty much everywhere else. Earhart Expressway, you see Old Town Slidell. The Huey P. Long in one scene, she's driving backwards over the Huey P. Long. So it's kind of fun from that perspective, but also it's just fun, kind of like her movie that she made a couple years ago, The Call. It's just a good genre thriller. Ticks all the boxes. Not going to change your life anyway, but it's a fun movie.
And it's not one of those movies that is so wrapped up in New Orleans that they can't possibly do it right.
Right. No, this could be set anywhere, but the producer, Joey Tufaro, happens to be from New Orleans, so he brought the movie to New Orleans and highlighted a few places. But it works well.
All right. Well, that's not exactly a light subject, but your most serious movie of the week would be the 1967 riots in Detroit.
Yeah, this is Detroit. It's directed by Catherine Bigelow with writer Mark Bowl. And remember, they teamed up for The Hurt Locker a few years ago, as well as Zero Dark 30. They're into movies that have a searing drama plucked from real life. And this one's interesting because the 1967 riots were kicked off by an abuse of power by Detroit police. And so there's some modern relevance here, and they don't leave that on the table. They address that in this movie. So what you're getting here is a film that's being tapped as an early Oscar contender. It's also got a couple of New Orleans actors in it. Anthony Mackie and Jason Mitchell appear in it. So this one looks like, if you're looking for the prestige picture of the week, this would be the one you'd want to go see.
And then finally a Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah, this one breaks my heart because I'm a Stephen King fan in general, and of the Dark Tower series in particular. This is a series of 7 books, 4,000 pages that they distilled to an hour and a half.
It breaks your heart?
Well, because it's getting terrible reviews. There's a 4,000-page volume that they reduced to an hour-and-a-half movie. It stars Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey, so it's got that going for it. It's getting credit for some good visual effects, but the story is flat, it's uninspired, and it's boring is the word I'm seeing over and over used to describe this one. So this is the one that you're going to want to pass on this week.
So you're saying it's a little like the average television news story. Explain the economics of nuclear power in a minute and 15 seconds. Gotcha. All right, Mike Scott, thanks as always. We appreciate it.